every day. Hi Sheena, hi Colleen and Lori. Hopefully, Lori, you're having a good day out on the golf course. I just finished up with your home inspection on the property over in Scottsdale, the condo, and just kind of wanted to run down the things that we found with the inspection. All in all, I think that the property looks pretty good. It is an older property and there is wear and tear, but I think you already knew that. I knew that you guys were planning on doing some remodeling and some updating to the property. So really there's no big surprises with the property. From a structural standpoint, I think the house looks really good. It is a third floor unit, so there's no foundation or anything, but the good news, one of the good things about that is there's also, we're far away from termites, so I'm not seeing any evidence of any termites or termite damage or any kind of issues or structural problems related with the property. Exterior wise, there's just some normal wear and tear kind of issues. Normal dings in the stucco, caulking around windows and door frames. The door frames out on the balcony going into the storage room and going into the master bedroom, they can use a little bit of caulking. That door going into the storage room doesn't really fit very well. I'm not seeing any evidence of any water intrusion in there, but if you get the driving rain in the right direction, you will get some water intrusion. So my recommendations is to be either to readjust that door or to replace that door so that it fits properly and get that door frame caulked in properly. Put in a good threshold, things like that. But really, all in all, I think the exterior of the unit looks pretty good. I looked at the roof. I'm very pleasantly surprised with the roof. They have redone it at some point in the near past. They've put on a spray-on foam roofing material, which is a nice roofing material because there's no seams or anything like that. It's really, there's a little bit of debris on the roof from some leaves, but that's to be expected. And there are some minor areas where water is going to pond on the roof, but over the living area. But I'm not seeing any evidence of any water intrusion. So damage that we had talked about, Lori, that was above the master bedroom. It looks to me like it was a past water issue, and it's been repaired since that leak occurred. So I don't think that there's an active leak going in that area or anywhere in the roof. So I'm just going to recommend some normal maintenance, cleaning the roof and just kind of monitor what's going on up there. But I'm very happy with what I'm seeing with the roof. From an electrical standpoint, I'm not really seeing anything of any unusual kind of issues. We've got some light bulbs that are burnt out and some missing hardware, like damaged cover plates and missing screws. But I'm not seeing any evidence of any electrocution hazards or fire hazards or any kind of overheating or hot electrical components. So you can certainly add, update the property with some GFCIs and things like that. But due to the age of the property, we don't have any GFCIs in the property. So, but the electrical system really looks pretty good. So it's ready for you to update however you want to. From a plumbing standpoint, we do have a few issues, and we spoke about some of those issues, but I'm not seeing anything that I really consider to be a major concern. The water heater was manufactured in 2004, so it's not a brand new unit, but it's not an ancient unit either. It still has some life in it. It looks really good. The valve that goes to that water heater is a gate valve, and it is leaking. So I'm going to recommend that you replace that gate valve, especially if you're not planning on being here year-round. It's always a good idea to replace those valves. They do tend to leak, and so it's an inexpensive insurance policy to replace those valves. We've got some minor leakage at the toilet in the hall bathroom between the tank and the base. And that's usually just a rubber seal that's dried out. So I'm not seeing any evidence of any water damage in there because of the toilet leak. But that's something that's going to definitely need to be repaired. We've got some loose fixtures, loose shower fixtures, and things like that. The drain stopper for the sink in the master bathroom is damaged and leaking, so we're going to want to get that repaired. A little bit of minor water damage underneath both of those bathroom sinks, but you know, nothing that really is unusual for a house of this age and the kind of conditions that we're seeing with the leaky waste pipes. The kitchen faucet looks pretty good. The kitchen sink's got a few dents in it, but you know, everything's functional and is working pretty good at the kitchen sink. There is some evidence of corrosion and past leakage at the waste disposer underneath the kitchen sink. So it works fine now, but depending upon how often you use it, it may begin to start leaking in the future. So during a remodel, it might be a wise idea to just replace that unit. But it is working right now. So we also found some areas where they had done some repairs to the laundry supply box in the laundry room. During remodeling, I would probably go ahead and replace this box right here. It looks like that they probably replaced this valve right here, and they had to use a torch and they burned up this box. So I would highly recommend that we replace this because of the damage. But if you're going to be doing remodeling, that should be a very simple repair. You know, that right there is just a little bit of water damage from water spilling out of the shower. It's really just human activity. So I would recommend replacing that during remodeling. Interior finishes, you know, we've got some chips in the tile floor, and we've got some dings in the walls, and we've got some painting issues and some missing door hardware and loose door hardware and those kinds of things. But you know, all in all, I think that, you know, I didn't find any broken windows and just, you know, normal updating and all of that kind of stuff can be taken care of during your remodel. A lot of dated hardware in the house. As far as your heating and air conditioning system, you have a heat pump. The heat pump is not a brand new unit, but it's not it's not the original unit either. And I got a very good temperature split out of it. It's running really good right now. And I am going to recommend that it be serviced just because we don't have any kind of history on the unit. We don't know what the history of the servicing was, but I'm very, very happy with the way that it's running. So we just want to do some common maintenance, you know, change the air filter and have it serviced by a heating and air conditioning technician. So so that all looks really good. The appliances are old. But I'm not seeing any real significance with the appliances. You know, we're missing a light bulb in the range, kind of a thing, and we've got the minor corrosion at the waste disposer. But the appliances are all functioning right now, so they look pretty good. All in all, I think the house looks pretty good for the age. Normal wear and tear kind of stuff. Nothing is jumping out at me that's a real big issue. I am going to be writing you a full report with color digital photographs, so you know, this is just kind of an out briefing of what we found during the inspection, but I'm going to be emailing you and providing you with a written report outlining everything that we just talked about and then some. So if you guys have any questions about anything after you get the report or at any time, please feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email.